Hello guys, I am back to review Tna Impact from tonight. Um, Last week I was kind of harsh on Impact, with it being a tape when it wasn't very good. This week I'm going to be even worse because this was a live Impact. Generally live Impacts are good. This was absolute shit. And I'm sorry, I am a TNA mark, I admit. I love TNA to pieces. I want them to do well and I want them to succeed. This show made no fucking sense from top to bottom. It was terrible. So, if you don't want to hear a TNA rant, turn it off. The show starts with Taz saying that TNA are going to move back to Thursdays. I worry for TNA in this move. I really do worry for them. Anyone with common sense would have told them, don't go to Monday straight away. Stay on Thursdays. Build a solid fan base of at least a solid, consistent 1.5 to early 2s before you even think of going to Mondays. Now, then they go to Monday straight away. Well done, Hogan. And now they're going back to Thursdays. They're basically telling everybody who's ever watched them, or anyone who ever thinks about watching them, don't bother because we're an inferior brand. That is basically what they're saying. If you're going to move to Mondays, it was a stupid move. They were doing poorly in the ratings, but they had to stick it for longer. They had to fight for longer, otherwise they just look ridiculous. They look weak, and they're making themselves look like a worse brand, an inferior brand in every way. And now they're moving back to Thursdays. I hope it works for them, and I hope it works out well. But I really do think TNA could be in big trouble after moving back to Thursdays. The opening segment, Jay Lethal doing a Ric Flair rip-off. I mean, Jay Lethal's generally funny on the mic. This wasn't even funny. This wasn't even good in any way. The crowd started chanting, "I'm seeing double" and all this, and it it just wasn't good. Jay Lethal does the Black Machismo gimmick very well. Okay, the Macho Man rip-off, that's good. The Ric Flair gimmick was shit, and if you're gonna make Jay come out, and he broke kayfabe a bit. So if you're gonna do that, just let him be himself. For God's sake, just give him time to be himself. Flair came out. Basically, Lethal had the ring on, said he was only joking. Flair started kicking the crap out of him. First turn of not making any sense whatsoever is the people who ran in on this. Okay, you had Rob Van Dam came in eventually, which was good. Prior to this, you had Beer Money and Desmond Wolfe, who look good. They looked very good as a new Four Horsemen group, which I thought they all dressed up in suits. They looked very good as a faction. Here come baffling event number one. Team 3D came in. Did I miss something here? Team 3D? Weren't they feuding with the band? What the fuck are they doing on a run-in? God knows. I mean, surely it would have made more sense. The MCMG versus Beer Money match was announced before Impact, so everybody knew this match was going to happen. So if you're going to have Beer Money on a run-in, surely it would have made more sense to have the Motor City Machine Guns run in for a save, or AJ Styles talking to Rob Van Dam at the end. No, RVD picks up a mic, and so does Ric fucking Flair. Now you're feuding AJ and Rob, and there again you're having a confrontation with Ric Flair and Rob Van Dam. That made no sense. And then you had Hogan come out in a Superman style gimmick. Too much Hogan already. We've been in the opening segue with him in a limo with Bischoff. And then he comes out and beats everyone up. And then, puzzling thing number two, he's going to clear the air by throwing Team 3D into the tag match with Beer Money and MCMG. To clear the air? 3D has nothing to do with Beer Money and nothing to do with Motor City Machine Guns for the past month. They're feuding with the band, not these guys at all. Desmond Wolfe, Rob Van Dam's in the house because Wolfe won the poll. Thank fuck. Even though he was squashed later on in a 3-minute match. Oh, dearie me. Then, I'm not doing this in order, it's just general thoughts. Ric Flair, to me, points out what the veteran should be doing when it was in a backstage segment. Ric Flair was with Team Flair, and was basically saying them all, you know, AJ, you're the face of TNA, you should be doing better. Bear Money, you're the muscle, bro, you should be doing better. Desmond Morph, you've got to win this match. That is what the veterans should be doing. Limited time at the back or behind the scenes, putting over the guys, putting over the younger guys, the more unestablished guys. That is what they should be doing. And then Hogan cuts the fucking promo saying, oh, at the end of the night, I'm going to get the truth out of Sting. No, not you. Anybody but you. Rob Van Dam feuded with Sting when he first came in RVD. Why didn't they keep that going and have RVD confront Sting? Why Hogan? He's supposed to be a general manager. It's seriously getting me on a fucking joke now. It is annoying. Ken Anderson, legend. Best part of the show up to this point was Ken Anderson beating the Pope up dressed as a Catholic schoolboy. I mean, that is class. That is great. And then he comes out, cuts a promo, which he gets interrupted by Jeff Hardy. Obviously, the Pope's shoulder injury is not going to heal in time for Sacrifice, so Jeff Hardy, Ken Anderson, no problems with that. Should be a very good match and a decent rivalry. Gonna skip over the main bits in there, and then you have Tara announce that she's going to face Madison Rayne. Big shocker, everybody knows that Tara's quitting TNA, she's leaving, and then she announces that she'll challenge Madison Rayne at Sacrifice with her career on the line. I wonder who's going to win that match. This is what I was saying in the last video. It is fucking stupid. They did not give the Knockouts champion anyone to feud with. They gave Angelina Love and Tara. Angelina Love got injured, and then they find themselves in the shit and just throw a match with the champion. The champion should have the main rivalry. Stupid. And then, but they took the belts off Angelina Love and Tara and give it to Madison Rayne and give her no one to feud with. It's just basic. Oh, Eric Young joins the band. Eric Young doesn't join the band. He's a good guy for a week, not used for 2 or 3 weeks, pulled out of nowhere and joins the band. Could Eric Young not have just joined the band to start with and used him in the band? I know, I think it looks like they must have got rid of Sean Waltman, but whatever. And he did it in such a predictable way. I mean, he's standing in the ring with the cane. It's the most obvious heel turn ever. Everyone's seen that, where he stands just debating who to hit, and then, oh, surprise, surprise, he turns around and hits 3D. Well done. I'll skip the AJ Abyss match. It wasn't bad. Too short. Wolf RVD, Wolf 3-minute match. Brilliant. Everybody votes for Desmond Wolf, then they give him 3 minutes live on Impact. Brilliant. The end segment. Hogan. Sting. Sting is awesome on a mic. Okay. They are given the most pointless, nonsensical, fucking stupid angle to work with about Hogan somehow gave a veil of protection in WCW, who had a veil of protection in the WWF, and Sting is doing what he's doing because he can't go around and pick off guys that he wants to do because they're protected by Super Hogan. What the fuck is this? They could have had Sting come out and cut the promo saying, look, I was in WCW, I love WCW, you ruined WCW, Hogan, I love TNA, I'm not going to stand by and let you do the same. That would have been an epic promo. That would have been a good promo to build a feud. If Hogan must be involved for some strange reason, even though he's not an active wrestler, that would have been a good promo. And then this just made no fucking sense whatsoever. And before anyone jumps on the bandwagon and starts blaming Vince Russo, know one thing. Vince Russo, his scripts are 2nd and 3rd generation Russo scripts by the time Hogan and Bischoff are done editing them. Okay? So you can't say this is a Russo work, because by the time Hogan and Bischoff have had their hands in it, probably why Hogan is on TV so much, it's not really a Russo work. Show ended, it just looked like Spike TV got pissed off with TNA, to be honest with you, because Jarrett came out of the ring, hit Sting a few times, and then he was talking to Hogan, it cut off with no ending, no talk over from the commentators, no nothing, it just shut off straight away. Yeah, overall this Impact, I mean, I've got notes here, it feels about half a piece of paper. What's to talk about it? It was terrible. This Impact was not good. I'll stick with TNA because I have done since 2003, but it's just, it needs something drastically to change, and I do fear them going back to Thursdays. Coincidentally, just to end on, I am watching Raw at the same time as making this. Second week on a Raw, it is a pretty decent Raw, to be honest with you. And yes, I hate WWE, but at the same time, I'm a wrestling fan, and if there's a good wrestling show on, I will say it's a good wrestling show and I'll watch it. And this one is not that bad at all. And I am interested to see the rated R, not rated R, the cutting edge talk show with Edge, because Edge actually openly came out and said everything's PG, and he's going to start bring in a new area of controversy, which is probably going to turn out to be nothing, but I'm going to watch it, get the benefit of the doubt, and see how it goes. Anyway, guys, Impact, not good, not good, needs to improve. Thanks for watching, subscribe, guys, and I'm out.